Have you ever wondered about the people who've significantly shaped our world yet remain largely unknown? This video highlights 10 thinkers whose ideas and breakthroughs deeply influence how we live today, even though they rarely get the spotlight. They're a mixture of people living and deceased, but all of them existed in the 1900s onwards. So let's dive in. First up is Thomas Sowell, an economist who spent decades exploring how societies function and why they sometimes fail. Born in 1930, Sowell has written extensively on topics ranging from economics and race to education and cultural dynamics. His books like Basic Economics and The Vision of the Anointed cut through complexity with striking clarity, making challenging ideas accessible without watering them down. He's deeply empirical, often relying on historical and statistical evidence to challenge popular narratives. The thing about Sowell is that he's often unknowingly quoted or referenced in ways that most people wouldn't even realize. Phrases like, "there are no solutions, only trade-offs," are his, and there are many other examples where his words have taken on a life of their own. His ideas have a kind of mimetic value, so well articulated and intuitive that they continue to circulate even when his name doesn't. Next is David Deutsch, a physicist whose ideas extend far beyond traditional science. Born in 1953, Deutsch helped pioneer quantum computing and is often credited as one of its founding figures. He originally proposed the idea of a quantum computer, not to build one, but to test the multiverse theory, suggesting that if a quantum computer could work, it would therefore be evidence that multiple parallel universes exist. While not all physicists accept that conclusion, the fact that quantum computers from the likes of Google and Microsoft recently are now outperforming classical systems by such a wide margin lends real weight to this possibility. In the book The Beginning of Infinity, he argues that human progress is unbounded, as long as we remain curious and keep solving problems. Crucially, he reframes how we think about resources. Instead of seeing them as fixed or finite, he suggests that knowledge can transform useless materials into vital resources. Oil, for instance, was once useless black sludge until we learned how to extract energy from it. Deutsch's idea is that knowledge expands the pie. It doesn't just divide it. This challenges the popular zero-sum mindset and has profound implications for economics, environmentalism, and human potential. The next one is Jennifer Doudna, born in 1964, and she revolutionized biology by inventing or co-inventing CRISPR-Cas9, a powerful gene editing tool. This discovery earned her the Nobel Prize in 2020, and it has transformed fields like medicine and agriculture, paving the way for groundbreaking treatments and resilient crops. You might have heard of CRISPR mentioned in the context of designer babies or potential cancer cures, but Doudna's work is at the heart of those conversations. Her book, A Crack in Creation, shows her deep concern for the ethical implications of this technology, urging society to consider how it should be used, not just how it can be used. Her influence is quiet but seismic. The next one, or should I say the next two, is the historian duo Will and Ariel Durant, and they made history accessible and meaningful over time. Over 4 decades, they crafted The Story of Civilisation, an 11-volume series that beautifully summarizes humanity's journey. Their shorter work, The Lessons of History, distills crucial insights like the recurring rise and fall of societies and the cyclical nature of power. They believe that history teaches not just events but patterns and lessons, such as how freedom and order must be balanced or how inequality tends to rise over time. Their writing brings clarity and perspective to the present by framing it through the past. Although both passed away in 1981 now, their clear, thoughtful writing helps us understand our past and perhaps even our future. Next, we have Karl Popper, and Karl Popper fundamentally reshaped our understanding of science and truth. Born in 1902, Popper introduced his idea of falsifiability in his work The Logic of Scientific Discovery, suggesting that good science actively seeks to disprove theories rather than confirm them. This concept underpins the scientific method as we know it today. His political writing, especially in The Open Society and Its Enemies, is a defense of liberal democracy and a warning against totalitarian ideologies. Popper was also one of the earliest critics of historicism, the belief that history follows inevitable laws. His ideas, while often discussed in academic circles, quietly inform how we approach research, policy, and public discourse. His ideas are widely accepted as foundational in philosophy and science. Next, we have Demis Hassabis, which is one of the more recent entries. Demis Hassabis, born in 1976, is one of the most influential figures in artificial intelligence, and he's the co-founder of DeepMind, which has been acquired by Google, and Hassabis led the development of AlphaGo, which famously defeated the world's Go champion, and AlphaFold, which cracked the decades-old protein folding problem. But the magnitude of AlphaFold's achievement goes beyond just technical brilliance. It's a root-level breakthrough in biology. Understanding how proteins fold unlocks the ability to predict molecular structures that are central to life itself. This paves the way for tackling problems that were once out of reach, from dissolving ocean plastics safely to developing cures for cancer, Alzheimer's, and countless other diseases. It's the kind of scientific progress that could define this century. While his name might not be widely known, Hassabis' work is quietly laying the foundation for solving some of humanity's biggest challenges. The next one is sort of related, and that is John Jumper, who's closely tied to Hassabis and born in 1985. As a lead researcher at DeepMind, Jumper spearheaded AlphaFold, cracking the complex problem of protein folding, a breakthrough that had stumped scientists for half a century. In 2024, he received the Nobel Prize along with Demis Hassabis for his work, which is already accelerating medical research from vaccine development to cancer treatments. Jumper's achievements aren't flashy, but it's the kind of deep foundational science that quietly changes everything downstream. And next is Daniel Kahneman, who was born in 1934, and he changed the way we understand human decision-making. Collaborating with his partner Amos Tversky, Kahneman pioneered behavioral economics, showing that people often make irrational decisions due to cognitive biases. His book, Thinking Fast and Slow, became a touchstone for anyone trying to understand how we think. Concepts like System 1 and System 2, the anchoring effect, or loss aversion have entered the public vocabulary. Kahneman's insights are used in everything from UX design to economic forecasting. Though he passed away in 2024, his legacy endures in psychology, business, and even beyond. Next, we have Charlie Munger, born in 1924, who is far more than just Warren Buffett's investing partner. In Poor Charlie's Almanac, Munger emphasized the importance of mental models, drawing from disciplines like biology, history, psychology, and engineering to better understand problems. His multidisciplinary thinking influenced not just investing, but decision-making more broadly. Though Munger passed away in 2023, his approach remains a quiet blueprint for clear thinking. And last but not least, we have Rita Levi-Montalcini. She was born in 1909 and was a neuroscientist who discovered nerve growth factor, a protein crucial to the development and repair of nerve cells. This discovery earned her a Nobel Prize in 1986 and has influenced research into cancer, neurodegenerative diseases, and developmental biology. She carried out much of her work under the shadow of fascism and discrimination in Mussolini's Italy, often in improvised home laboratories. Living to 103 years old, she remained active in research and public life well into her later years. Her perseverance and contributions to science are nothing short of inspiring. So those are 10 thinkers whose names might not be widely recognized, but whose ideas deeply influence our daily lives and society at large. From economics and philosophy to science and history, each has subtly but powerfully shaped the world around us. What I'm curious about though is, who do you think is missing from this list and who would you personally add? Definitely let me know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate if you could like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.